This is Grant Harrison from the Waterboyz here with Tyler Newsome. Tyler, what about the water?
Now that's some high quality H2O right there.
Season 3, Episode 10 coming at you right about now. We got Jack MacAulay coming on the show later on. But it's just us, Taylor. You and I. Justin had to go home for some family business, so just a little 1v1 here.
A little less crowded, get a little more speaking in, hopefully, not that other guy's opinion.
Yeah, we don't have these crazy stats coming at you left and right, so fingers crossed it's a little bit more breathable, a bit more digestible for you.
Geno Smith's number one fan's gone.
Yes, Geno Smith fan club no longer with us. Yeah. He'll be back here next week, so let's take advantage of this and talk some crazy NFL, some unpredictable NFL, some wild card.
The way she has been all season long.
Holy. It's predictable in that the Broncos are bad and the Chiefs are good. But other than that, name a team. I wouldn't have been able to tell you an accurate record.
No, well, especially at New York. Yes. I remember watching videos at the start of the season where there was this guy, his doorbell cam caught him going onto his front deck and screaming finally, we won, finally.
Yes.
New York fans are excited, Eagles are undefeated.
Jets, Giants, Bills are getting by. But yeah, Eagles undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
In this league. With these players, Jalen Hurts, over 2,000 yards. We'll get to him later.
Being called the most complete team in the NFL.
Yeah, you would have told me that 3 months ago and I would have called you crazy. Put you in asylum. But man, what game stuck out to you this week?
Right after that, I think everyone was calling Minnesota and Buffalo the game of the year, potentially. Now, both QBs were good, but at the same time had their moments where they were kind of dragged through the mud. Both had 2 interceptions thrown with Kirk Cousins and Josh Allen. Yeah. But I think that game was probably by far the most exciting and most highlight-packed game of the week.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins, the new nightmare.
Yeah.
Coming at you. Ever since that photo of him on the plane shirtless with the chains on came out, he's been an incredible player. He was good beforehand, but now he's just unstoppably hot.
The Vikings have 1 loss this season. That's another one where you would have put me in an asylum if I told you that at the start of the year.
Yes.
Yeah.
I still remember them kicking wide right on that field goal. Or was it wide left? Anyway, that game, you would have told me, hey, 4 years from now, Vikings 6-1, 7-1,
8-1.
Yeah, they're 8-1 now.
Yeah,
that's right. Guess we are in week 9, 10 for some teams.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, let's get to winners and losers from this week in the NFL. I'm sure you've got a few.
I got a list.
You got a list? I got a list?
There, yeah.
Let's start off with your winners.
Let's dive into it. All right. I got, first off the bat, Germany and Tom Brady.
Germany in your winners column.
Munich got their first NFL game, and the crowd, I'll give it to them, that was an insane atmosphere. There's videos flying everywhere of them singing Country Roads, and just props to Munich, Germany, because that's a banger right off the bat, as you know. Little John Denver, can't go wrong. And then Tom Brady for getting in the win.
Yeah, props to him. 5-5 now.
Bucks are back to 5-5.
Yep, 500. Again, unpredictable, but they're climbing back to the predictable range.
Yeah, and then next up, I had Justin Fields. I had him because 147 rushing yards, 167 pass with 2 TDs, and that big run he had. Huge run. But then I kind of looked at the Chicago Bears, and I was like, yay, Justin Fields, boo, Chicago.
Yeah.
So I switched that out for Matt Ryan, who had 222 yards and a touchdown. For a guy who was supposed to be benched for the rest of the season, coming in under an interim head coach and handing Las Vegas their 7th loss of the season.
Yeah.
Props to Matt Ryan. Age knows no boundaries, I guess.
Yeah, see, I contribute that differently. Who's your biggest winner, though?
Biggest winner, I'd have to go with the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because they took out the Bills 33-30. Yeah, I feel like any team that defeats the Bills this season deserves a lot of love.
Bills are good. They're not great. They're good.
Had their struggles.
Yeah, but to lose against the Vikings, I think that's more on the Vikings than the Bills.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a win.
Yeah, that's a big win. Biggest winner. I love Kirk Cousins' performance and Justin Jefferson with that catch, man. Are you kidding me?
Yes, that was crazy.
Like, you can't gain that much air for that long and hold it with one hand and then rip it from the defender at the same time.
That's
like,
another Minneapolis miracle.
It's, another Minneapolis miracle. Yeah, Jefferson on his own, 193 yards, 1 touchdown. Only 10 receptions, too, in that 193.
Okay, I think you're going to agree with my winners column. I think losers going to rate some debate.
All right.
Jalen Hurts, 2,000 yards. That's my winner. Jalen Hurts so good. Keeping Philly strong.
8 and...
Yes. Oh, I've also got Vikings.
There we go.
I mean, big OT winner against Buffalo.
Purple and gold, baby.
It's more on the Vikings, less on the Bills. That's simply the reason.
Yeah.
My other winner, the Lions. 2 straight wins.
Taking kneecaps 1 game at a time.
Yes. Beating my Bears, my secondary team. I like them. I don't love them like the Chiefs, but I like them. And seeing them lose against the Lions, that was a loss. Therefore, a win for the Lions.
They're still the bad news Bears, but just not the same way they were back
They
then.
are. And I mean, you got to give it to Justin Fields.
Hell
When
of a
the
game.
Miami head coach says, hey, stop running the effing ball, it's hurting us, you know you're doing something right. My biggest winner, Jeff Saturday.
Nah.
1-0. He was coaching high school. And he comes back to his former team that he played on. Big win against Las Vegas.
Got absolutely ripped by a bunch of former NFL players too for being hired.
Yes.
Guy gets a win.
Yes. And listen, when you beat Las Vegas, it's nothing to celebrate. But when you're the Colts and you beat Las Vegas, break out the champagne and goggles. Break out the cigars. Break out the confetti. Because Jeff Saturday, he might make you 500 this season.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, Colts had a good game. Matt Ryan had a good game. Jonathan Taylor had a great game.
Yeah.
Go Colts.
Okay, my losers, just because I want to see your reaction.
All right.
Munich.
Really?
Yes. Okay, hear me out. Yes, it was an okay game. But did you see the beers they were getting for like $8?
We give the pitchers?
It was pints.
Yeah.
You're making America losers because of that. That beer costs $100 in America. Like, you're just making us look bad. Losers. I don't like you for that. You're having too much fun with football.
Oh, my gosh.
Also, I don't know. Like, that game didn't get interesting until the last bit of each half.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah, it wasn't like a show.
It was a lot of 60 minutes of unplayed football.
I feel like the NFL gave, like, now that they're doing this European circuit, has there been any European game this year that's been like, wow, congrats Europe, you got to see that? It almost seems like the NFL was kind of like, okay, yeah, we'll do international, we'll give them the football, but let's give them the ones that are going to be least disappointing the home fans lose.
Yeah, and I get it. When the season schedule was made, you could not have predicted that these teams would be bad.
No.
But, like...
I think they assumed Seattle wasn't going to be as good, and the Bucs would have ran over them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, props to Tom Brady for that one. Getting back. But, yeah, I mean, there hasn't been one Europe game that I was like, man,
No.
wish that was an American game.
Yeah, exactly.
Other loser, Rams. They're 3-6. Like, this is the worst hangover I've ever seen.
Bad. Down bad.
Down real bad.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah. Anyway, other loser out of the same stadium, Chargers. I thought they were going to be Kansas City's biggest competitor. What happened?
They're free
What happened,
agents.
Justin?
Yeah.
The other Justin? Like, I thought they were supposed to be good.
And our Justin had them winning the division.
Yes. Now they're scraping by. Just floating around 500.
Yeah.
They're either 400s or 600.
They're 5-4.
Yeah, they're 5-4.
4, yeah.
And I bet if they play Kansas City tomorrow, Kansas City win.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt. I'm putting all my money on it.
Although you did lose Juju. What a hit.
Yes, lost Juju, but I mean, like, he's not having the standout season I thought he would.
No, 100% not.
He's not Patrick's number one receiver
He's
by any means.
He's not what the replacement you guys needed for Tyreek Hill was
No.
or should have been.
But with the weapons we got, we've replaced Tyreek Hill.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You lost Tyreek Hill, but Patty Mahomes still has that much chemistry with everyone else on that team.
We still beat Tennessee last week in the OT thriller. That was a defensive standout, yes, but
Yeah.
to hang around Derrick Henry, that's a good cut.
Yeah.
That's a good conversation.
Biggest loser.
Biggest loser? Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers.
He got the win.
He got the teabag. He's still a meme. It seems like every week this guy's a meme.
Yeah.
I feel bad for this guy. Even when he wins, he's a loser. Barstool Chicago was relentless against this man. They always are. But they're even more relentless whenever he's a meme. And it's just kind of, I feel bad for him almost. He's just got nothing around him.
No.
He's got no receivers left.
No.
He's got no standout running back this year.
Jones has not been what you were hoping for.
Jones is carrying his weight, but he's not doing anything that's noteworthy.
He's not being what Green Bay needed after they lost Devontae Adams.
Yes, and after they lost to the Lions, there's no coming back from that.
Rodgers re-signing in Green Bay looked real good when it happened for Green Bay.
Yes, but when they didn't surround him with anything to keep him around. Yeah.
Well, like you said, he's always been a meme. As soon as they traded Devontae Adams after re-signing Aaron Rodgers, the whole internet exploded with Rodgers signs, and they immediately screw him, and we're seeing the dividends. All right, my losers to kick it off: Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders, 2-7, and you lose to. Love Matt Ryan. We gave him props in the winners column, but you lose to the Colts.
Yes, kind of.
You lose to the Colts.
It's not. Yeah, just like I said, that win was more on Vikings. That win was more on Vegas losing it.
The Raiders lost. The Colts did not win.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, no, and also Derek Carr cries in the presser after the game.
Yeah, that's not a good look for a football player.
Raiders aren't looking too strong. And then Devontae Adams came out and said there's not enough guys buying into them, and that's why they're losing.
Yeah, no.
Just seems like a team that's falling apart pretty quick.
Wheels are falling off the bus.
Oh, big time. All right, and to agree with you, Rams. 3-6, no Stafford, and Cooper Kupp didn't look too healthy after that last game.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking him on my re-fantasy team. Rethinking him.
Yeah, no, he's the Rams, 3-6, big Super Bowl hangover, and you're losing everybody. I don't think this season's going where it needs to be for them.
Who else you got?
All right, to round it off, as much as it pains me, I got my Denver Broncos in the loser column.
Yeah.
3-6 after losing 17-10 to the Titans. I mean, it's just painful to watch. He scored 10 points.
Does Russell Wilson still have more bathrooms than passing touchdowns?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to do a recount. We'll put it here at the bottom.
He might love high knees, but he does not love wins.
Yeah,
No. They scored 10 points in one quarter. They were scoreless 3 quarters. At least your Chiefs are a 2-quarter football team.
Hey,
Can't get past one.
3/4 of the last 2 games.
There you go. That's the game. But yeah, 10 points. Yeah, Denver, love yous. Not going to stop loving yous, but you're real hurting the heart here.
Biggest loser?
Biggest loser? I got the Bills.
The Bills.
Going to 6-3.
You're just hyping them up.
I know, but you can't be at 6-3 with how hyped up they were at the start of the season. Bills are Super Bowl favorites, and they're struggling.
But you'd think the redeeming quality for those 3 losses is their social media team.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I mean, come on, those are some high quality memes coming out of Buffalo.
I love Buffalo. They're my biggest loser this week just because of the struggles they're going through, but I still would take them as my Super Bowl favorites.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't either.
And I also put the Chicago Bears there just because 3-7. You're killing Justin Fields. He's carrying any way you can, but yeah, 3-7 for the Bears. Not looking great.
It's a better start than we thought we'd have.
Yeah, there you go. But just to kill it off here, in my winners, I also had Saquon Barkley, another big week, 152 yards. Keep going.
Congrats to him.
Yeah.
I mean, after that injury, comeback player of the year.
Comeback player of the year.
Isn't it nice to say that without Justin chiming in with Geno Smith?
It feels good to just not be opposed with Saquon Barkley. Comeback player of the year, 100%.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like this one.
There we go.
Yeah. All right. That does it for winners and losers in the NFL. All right. Let's talk quickly about some basketball because it's unpredictable too.
As much.
Okay. Eastern Conference, predictable, and coming out with some, predictable results.
Yeah.
You got Boston, Toronto, Philly, and Milwaukee all in contention there. All some big names there.
Yeah.
But what's surprising me, that's the West. I mean, look at this. OKC, Utah, Denver, Portland?
Portland at top is definitely a little bit surprising. Denver, Jamal Murray's back. I'd love to see Denver go all the way personally.
Yeah.
I'm a Raptors fan through and through, but Denver, like you have with the Chiefs and the Bears, Denver and Toronto for me, man.
What sticks out the most to you in basketball?
So far this year, it's just, like you said, the unpredictability. I love the Canadians in the league that are getting the attention this year. Jamal Murray's unreal. Lou Dort's going off again. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is having just an unbelievable, after his injury too, like props to the Canadians for rehabbing so good, like Murray and Alexander coming back strong. I love to see it. Like you said, honestly, unpredictability is fun. I love Damian Lillard, Portland at the top there. I love that.
For me, it's New Orleans.
Yeah.
They're 7th right now.
Zion Williamson's back, baby.
Yes. My dad Witten actually saw one of the New Orleans games.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, well, they were going to watch a Saints games.
Well, fair enough.
But they stopped, little pit stop, watched the Pelicans, and they're doing pretty good this season.
Love Zion, love CJ McCollum.
Yes.
Power to them. Yeah, they got Valanciunas up there too.
Yes. Give Nolan some love.
Give Nolan the Big Easy.
The Big Easy.
Yeah, but love them. And then to spin back to the East right quick, if the Raps can stay healthy, top 4 in the East, man. Top 4.
You keep Siakam, I think you get a good result at the end of the year. Something to be proud of.
And for the love of God, do not trade for Durant no matter what happens in the NBA.
No.
No, not worth it.
Yeah, no. After some further consideration, that's a terrible trade.
Yeah, let Brooklyn rot.
Yeah. Hockey. Because we got some teams there that's also showing us they're here to stick around.
What a great time to be a sports fan.
What a great time to be a sports fan. We've got 2 sports equinoxes so far this year.
Either.
And we're seeing some great games in all leagues, in all sports.
Bad time to be a sports bettor. Great time to be a sports fan.
Yes, if you're bookie, you're doing great. If you're a casual sports bettor, like, yeah.
All right, but for hockey, we gotta. As much as I hate to give the Bruins any love, Bruins, man, 14-2.
Yes.
That's like, if anyone would have told me that, that's like telling me that Tom Brady would be 5-5 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, did you see their goal against Buffalo, where they just did 3 quick passes?
Oh yeah,
classic tic-tac-toe hockey. Oh man, that was such a beauty, Gino.
I hate giving up the Bruins, but like you said,
they're playing so well and playing so well together right now.
Getting some big guns. Marchand's back, looking strong. They just got McAvoy back, looking strong too.
Yeah, they're looking like a great team.
Bruins are going to be one to watch out for. Definitely be probably buyers at the deadline this year.
So what I want to talk about now is some playoff picture.
Yeah.
If the playoffs were to happen today, Boston would be in it, obviously.
Yes.
Toronto would be in it. Tampa Bay would be in it. These are all predicted.
Toronto versus Tampa reunion by the looks of it.
Yes. New Jersey in it. I mean, you keep a few of their players healthy, they're still probably in it.
They got the deepest goaltending system in the NHL right now.
Yeah.
But like you said, they got to stay healthy.
And we got Carolina. That's not all too surprising. Florida in the wild card. I'm not saying that's unpredictable.
Florida's got a lot of guys that are underperforming right now.
They do, but they're still there. They're still in the talks. It's a long season.
I think they're famously known for slow starts now too. So
they
give
are,
them time.
obviously. But what I want to talk about is the West. I mean, Arizona. They're kind of not looking too bad.
I will never like the Coyotes.
Arizona. They're not too bad. They're 6-8. I know I was dogging on them on ticket prices in the Mullet Arena, but like, I don't know if Biz struck something when he went there for the home opener or what, but they're not terrible.
They're not as bad as they should be, and like, come on, if you're going to be in the Connor Bedard sweepstakes, everyone already thinks you're going to be crap. Why not just be crap?
Yeah, but listen, more surprising in the West, Seattle.
I actually had them written down on my sheet too. I got Seattle 8-5-3.
Yes.
Like, I still think they should be sellers at the deadline, but damn, Seattle, you're getting some good hockey right now, and all the love to you.
They do have to make some trades if they want to keep this up.
Yeah.
But right now, Seattle's looking good.
Matty Beniers too, Roy. Yeah. Gonna be the Roy.
Vegas, looking great.
Yeah, unfortunately, another team I don't like. But to keep the biases aside, Vegas is, Jack Eichel's having a good year. Their goaltending is unreal, apparently, now all of a
They're
sudden.
holding the Iron Man.
Yeah.
Like,
Feel the thrill, baby.
I don't know what they're doing right, but 13-3, they're doing a lot of
They know how to win in Vegas. I'll give them that.
Yeah, I mean, they're one of the best teams in hockey right now, I'd say.
Best in the West.
They are the best in the West. But, man, I don't know. Like, later in the year, I don't think they can keep it up.
Oh, no, they're not going cup. But
They're not going cup, but they could go deep in the playoffs.
They'll be buyers at the deadline again, I'd have to imagine. And, who am I to say not going cup? I mean, we're so early, and honestly, like, we'll see how the season goes, but I don't think by the end of it they'll be going for the cup.
Yeah. And finally, Colorado, third in their division. Yeah. Like, we thought they were going to have a repeat.
Bit of a cup hangover.
I don't know if it's a cup hangover, but, I mean, when you look at it from the complete picture, cup hangover. Mm-hmm. But it's just a slow start, honestly. Like, they're going to climb back. I'm calling it. But I don't know what they got to do. Like,
Landeskog's hurt right now.
They kept so much.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't put them out yet.
Yeah, no.
Give them time. No. Colorado is still a mean old team that you do not want to face, as Daryl Sutter would say.
Yeah.
But I also just wanted to bring up real quick, switching back to the East, Columbus, 4-9-1. Johnny, how is Columbus looking right now, buddy? Because
that's a pretty bad deal, wasn't it, buddy? Deal.
Zach Werenski's done for the season. That's your top defenseman. Not to mention that Patrick Laine, sidelined to start the season with an injury, also now sprained ankle out for a month.
You got no big names in the pipes.
No.
Yeah.
You're Columbus. You have fun there, Goudreau.
You got to score a lot to get a little if you're Columbus right now.
Yep.
Frankly, I feel bad for him.
Not a big market. Honestly, Johnny, you're not gonna get your ring there.
Yeah, I don't think Columbus is getting a ring for a while.
Ew.
Yeah. Anyway, Justin denied us last week of some soccer talk, but I want to get into it. You want to get into it.
World Cup coming up November 18th. We're getting close.
You think Canada's looking that good?
I love Canada the way they look right now. Just they're young. They're gonna be exciting to watch, and they're in a tough group. You got Belgium, Morocco, and Croatia. Belgium being number 2 in the world. Croatia went real deep last World Cup. I think they were on the verge of winning this, and it's going to take a lot. Canada would be the upset of the tournament, I think, if they were able to get 2 wins in the group stage. But, you got young guys. Alphonso Davies is healthy for it. Tejan Buchanan's going to be there. You got Kyle Larkin, and then you also got Milan Boron in net there. The sweatpants lover. I think Canada will go as far as their netminder will take them, and as far as their young guns will take them.
Yeah, I mean,
it's young and exciting. The first time in the World Cup in over 20 years, gotta love it. I think Canada's in for a treat.
Yeah, their odds right now are 25,000. It's a long shot, real long shot, and to make it out of the group stage would be a huge win alone. But that being said, without Justin here, we had to keep it a little short. Same in the interview. We hope you guys enjoy Jack MacAulay. Other than that, make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the interview portion with Jack, starting right about now. We're here with Jack, the Marksman MacAulay, from right here in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, born and raised. Mm-hmm. Jack, thanks for coming on the show, buddy.
Thanks for having me, fellas. Appreciate it.
Off to a great start this season, 5-0 with the Holland Hurricanes. How are you feeling?
It's been good. It's been fun so far. Yeah, a lot of fun.
Feels nice to be undefeated.
Definitely.
I mean, I can't imagine you'd be angry.
No, it couldn't be. No.
Yeah. No. So, before this season started, you got a new coach, a new system, new players. You only have 3 or 4 returning players from last season's roster. Most would call that a rebuild year. Now, we'll get into that later because clearly not a rebuild year. We'll find out how later on. But what I want to talk about is growing up, right going to the rule. I mean, when did basketball start for you?
When basketball started, like, just my whole life really, like not even like I can't even think of a starting point. Just it's always been
ball.
What I've done, yeah, really.
Now, from your youth, was there one coach that stood out? Because personally, I've never known PEI to have a huge basketball community. So what was the key aspect growing up to be able to push you to where you are today?
Yeah, definitely. I had some great coach. Like I was very lucky and had some great coaches growing up. Like U13. I remember U13. Like Jason McDonald was a really good coach. I had Trent Whitty as a junior high coach who was great. Ryan Kelleher was my high school coach, and he was amazing as well. Like I was really lucky. Just always had great coaches and just loved to play at the same time. It helps, yeah.
Trent Whitty, in your relation to Josh Whitty?
Yeah, Josh's brother, actually.
That's his brother?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Josh Whitty's the former coach of Holland Hurricanes.
Yeah.
So, high school, here at the Rule, what sticks out there in your mind? Any big memories from playing there?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had, like, all 3 years that I played, we had great teams. Just, like, a lot of the same guys through the 3 years, which is, like, you just get guys I've played with my whole life, which is really fun. We won all 3 years, which was great.
Okay.
A lot of championship banners for the Raiders.
Yeah, I think we won all 3 years, which was good. The last year we won on a buzzer beater, which was really cool too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who'd you beat?
We beat Gray.
Yeah,
Beat
yeah.
Gray all 3 years.
So, town rivalry there.
Yeah. It was always a little bit, but good friends with a lot of those guys as well, so it was always really fun to play against them.
yeah. You remember who took the shot for the buzzer beater?
I had shot it, I missed it, and then Braden White, he went on to play at Mount St. Vincent afterwards,
Okay.
but he caught it and put it right back in at the buzzer.
Cleaning up the rebound for
Yeah.
you. Just a good old janitor,
Yeah.
making it big. So, you went on to play Team PEI.
Mm-hmm.
What was that like? Did you go to Canada Games, I take it?
I did go to Canada Games, yeah.
Yeah.
2013.
Where was that at?
It was in Sherbrooke.
Okay.
Oh, a little Quebec trip.
Yeah.
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 How was that city?
I mean, you don't really get to see like too much of it when you're at Canada Games. I just remember being like you're really just on the campus a lot of the time there.
Yeah.
Didn't do too much exploring, no. But the campus was great. It was a great school. It was Bishop's.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah. How'd you do at Canada Games?
I don't think we did very well. PEI, they did good I saw the U15 team did really good this year with Daryl and his son.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know them, Rainer, but yeah, we didn't do very well. I don't think I ever did very well at Nationals for Team PEI.
Who just clobbered you?
Remember Ontario clobbering us?
Ontario's always
I can imagine
hub
that's
for Canada.
pretty big basketball
Yeah.
coming out of
Yeah.
Ontario.
They had some good teams. I remember New Brunswick beat us really bad at Canada Games as well. I think we beat Alberta. That was the one team we beat. So
Well, how old are you now?
I'm 25.
25. So would that have been around the time Jamal Murray would have been playing, or RJ Barrett? Would they be at Nationals during that? Any big names that stood out?
I'm trying to think. I think Lou. I didn't play against him, but I think Lou Dort was there. I remember seeing him at a Nationals.
Okay, see Thunder.
Yeah. That might be the biggest one I can think of right now.
It's still a pretty big name.
Yeah.
Did you ever anywhere else play with any big names? Like, did you go play against some prep schools or anything like that?
I'm trying to think. There's two guys that come to mind that played Lindell Wigington. He's in the NBA now.
Yeah.
He was, I think he was grade 9 playing high school. He was playing for Prince Andrew, and he scored like the easiest 25 points on us I've ever seen. It was ridiculous. And Nate Darling as well played against him.
Yeah.
He's in I think he's in the G League right now for the Clippers, but he's from Nova Scotia. He was, those guys are another level.
Well, even G League ball, that's pretty exciting stuff.
Oh yeah.
25 points in grade 9 too. I can't imagine he was breaking too much of a sweat against you.
Playing with a high school team.
Yeah. He didn't break a sweat the whole time. It was crazy. It was crazy to see.
Just out there having a nice casual stroll.
Pretty much. That's what it was like for him.
Park ball.
Yeah.
Okay, so going into later education.
Mhm.
You choose Cape Breton University. You were there for what, 2 years?
2 years.
Yeah. Two very different years.
Yeah.
From what I gather.
Yeah.
What was that first year like?
The first year was it was a lot of fun. There was a lot of like older experienced players that like I remember coming in. I went to school when I was like 17, 18 playing with these guys that are like 24, 25 and it was like I couldn't believe like the speed and like the level that some of these guys were at. But yeah, I learned a lot playing with those guys but then they moved on after that first year. Those fifth year guys, new coaching staff. Didn't quite go the same. Yeah, we made the playoffs my first year. Didn't my second year. So we went 0-20.
Yeah.
Wasn't great, yeah, but
That's tough.
yeah. No,
What was your record first year? Do you know?
I think we were like 10-10.
Okay.
Around the middle of the pack. It was I remember the league being really strong. Like everyone was around that. No one was like too far above anybody else.
10-10 doesn't seem like anything to be like over the top at, but when you hear 0-20,
0-20, yeah, it's missing that
you
year.
tend to reminisce.
10 wins are nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grew out the flow. There your second year at Cape Breton,
Yeah,
I see.
I had long hair in my first 2 years, yeah.
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 What, were you feeling a little NBA inspiration there, or just lost your
Josh
cover?
Gay.
Not even, I just had never done it before. I wanted to give it a try, yeah.
I mean, college.
I liked
is
Steve
tough.
Nash as a kid too, so maybe that was part of it.
True. Yeah.
Jeez, he had a mop.
Yeah. So you go to UPEI after Cape Breton. What made you choose UPEI? What was that transition like?
So yeah, I was looking to make a change out of Cape Breton, and just like coming home was an easy option for sure. Like had always gone to UPEI games as a kid as well, so it was really like something I always wanted to do. Really be a UPEI Panther. And, got the opportunity to do it, so I wanted to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. And you played in that gym in high school too, so playing at it full time, that's got to be fun.
Yeah, definitely. I remember playing in high school there, but also just like I remember junior high, like all summer that was the gym we'd go to UPI all day, just shoot around. Spent a lot of time in that gym, so yeah, it just felt right to go play there, I guess.
So first year UPI, what was it like donning that Panthers jersey?
Yeah, it was like something I always wanted to do, so yeah, it was pretty special, I guess. Yeah, I appreciated it for sure.
And now you said you redshirted your first season.
Yeah.
So what was it like when you finally were able to step on the court as a Panther?
Yeah, it was like a delay in the process of it. Yeah, like I knew I was coming to play, but I wasn't allowed to play for a whole year, which was kind of tough. But I still got to practice every day. Still got to compete every day, which is great.
What were those practices like? I mean, you can't play, but was there pressure there? Like, got to make my teammates better.
Almost so, yeah. Like I really wanted to. Like it would have been easy to just like chill for the year, but I really wanted to compete and like show that I'm gonna come in next year and be like a real player.
Yeah, it's definitely hard as an athlete to sit on the sidelines but have an option to play.
Yeah, like showing up to the games and just like no, you're sitting at the end of the bench, like that was tough, but
Like, practice is awesome and all to get better, but like games just have that different vibe.
it was almost like dreading the game days, yeah, because you're just sitting there and
because
watching.
you knew you couldn't get on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, you always think of the first few seasons in Rudy when he shows up to Notre Dame, like that scout team mentality. Was there any like, bro, you're a red shirt, stop guarding me so hard? Like,
Not really, because there's like guys that I was playing with like wanted to compete too as
Yeah.
well, like guys like Amin Suleiman and Sami Mohammed. They played at UPI and they were like they like to compete, so it was fun to get to do that against them every day.
second season, you finally do get to wear the true degree jersey there at games. What was that like?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I think we had 6 or 7 wins that year. Like we were competing for a playoff spot, so it was. I think it came down to the last game of the season too, and we just didn't. We lost to X. If we would have won, we would have got in. So that was a little frustrating, but it was good to get to. It was fun to get to be a Panther. I guess.
Get your feet wet.
Yeah, really get to play again. It was a long year that you don't get to play.
Yeah. Did you get many minutes?
Yeah, pretty like solid minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, like 20 games played.
Yeah, I would play every game, probably like 20 minutes a game, something like that. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do the math at home. I don't know how to. So after that season, first of all, you have a COVID year, shut everything down, and then you come to Holland College.
Yeah.
I mean, what did Tim say, the new coach at Holland College?
Yeah.
What did he say to, I guess, attract you to Holland College?
Yeah, I mean, I had that I had that last year of eligibility sort of waiting, and I wasn't sure if I was going to use it or not. And then just I finished my school at UPEI, I graduated, and I knew what I was going to be. If I was able to work and play, then I was open to do it. And there's a program at Holland College where you're able to do that, so he knew that. And yeah, my play style kind of fits how he wants to play as well, run and gun, shoot a lot of threes, and it was just an easy fit once we started to talk about it. Yeah.
So this is your final year.
This is my last year. Yeah.
So you're trying to go with a bang, 5-0 start.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Did you contact him or did he contact you?
We sort of just ran into each other, to be honest. There was a scrimmage with the Canada Games team. They have guys come in during the summer to play against them, and he was there watching, and they asked me to come in and play, and he just gave me the pitch there pretty much, and I was pretty much ready to go right there, ready to play. Yeah.
Was that the scrimmage with Logan Rempel?
Yeah, Logan was there. Yeah.
Yeah. So you get to play against what is now your teammate.
Yeah.
I mean, were you playing with him or against him?
That night we were playing together, but me and Logan were all summer we're shooting together, playing together against each other, just trying to get better every day, really. Yeah.
Yeah. And where'd you do that at Holland College?
Holland College mostly, yeah.
Now let's get to it. This is supposed to be a rebuilding year.
Yeah.
Like we said, new coach, new system, new players. I mean, what's working for you guys? You guys are 5-0.
Yeah, I think it's just a lot of the the type of guys that Tim brought in. I'm older, Al is older, Yogi is older, just experience. Jalen's been there for a year, Logan's older. It'd be a rebuild if we were bringing in a bunch of first year guys, but if it's guys that have been around, played on different teams, played with different types of players,
you've been around the block a few times.
Yeah, you've played with enough guys that you know you can just figure it out, really.
You mesh well from the start.
Yeah.
Yeah. And is that what you did? Just right from the get-go, it was, let's get it? Or was there a bit of adjustment?
The first game we lost against MacAulay, so that was our first real game. And then we sort of turned it on after that, You do have to figure out how guys play. You learn little things, but for the most part, we're all competing hard together. So good things are gonna happen just from that. If just gotta compete, really. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think changed? Was it coaching or was it guys in the locker room saying, "Hey, if we can do this, I got you," or "Hey, you get down in the paint, I'll hit you every time"?
After the MacAulay one.
Yeah.
The preseason. Yeah, kind of that. Just communicating more, and just the more you play with somebody, the more you learn their little tendencies. They go this way, they're gonna see you whenever you go to the corner. Little tendencies is what you learn the more you play with these guys. So I think we're only gonna get better in that way.
Do you think you're getting more from the returning players or from the new guys?
From everybody, really. Logan's played great, Jalen's played great. He's getting 6 or 7 steals a game, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But Al's been good. Everybody's been good, I think. Yeah.
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 Was it because Logan last year, he was more of an offensive talent?
Yeah.
Jalen seemed to have the defensive side of the game locked up.
Yeah.
And this year, those roles are reversed.
Mm-hmm.
Logan's more the defense, Jalen's more the offense, run and gun. Did coach have a discussion with everyone, this is your role, or did everyone just fall into it?
Kind of both, I guess. Logan especially, I would say if you look at him last year, he's one of our biggest guys now. He wasn't really in the paint a whole lot last year, but now he's down there, he's got to make those plays. He's in the position, he has to make those plays, and he's capable of doing it. He's been doing it, so yeah, sort of just like you have that, like guys have been given opportunity and just taking it in whatever way they can, really.
Speaking of the transition from UPEI to Holland College, you came with a few teammates.
Yeah.
Josh White, Vicente,
Yeah.
Allman, all played at UPEI.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what was it like having those three guys come with you?
Yeah. So Al, I had only played with for a little bit, only like a month or two before he went to Stu, and then he played there for a couple of years. But whenever we played, it was my redshirt year that he was there. Like we'd always play really well together in practice. We'd be on the same team a lot, like the redshirt team almost. And he was somebody I knew I like could play with at a high level. So I was excited whenever I found out he was coming. Vicente has he's had bad luck with injuries during his time at UPEI. So I'm excited for him to get to like really show what he can do and what he does. Like he's a great basketball player. I can't wait for everybody to really see that because he hasn't had the chance to show it. And then Josh has been around for like just as long as I have, which is a long time. So he's a big body, which is good to have. He's had some like weird luck with injuries so far, but hopefully we can get him back here soon.
So this brings us to our lightning round.
Okay.
It's a quick 5 questions, easiest ones of the show, nothing to worry about. All right. So we know you play basketball. We know you play it well. But in high school, you played 2 others.
Mm-hmm.
You played volleyball and badminton.
I did.
Which sport stuck out the most? Which one do you like the most?
Of those, I would say badminton, to be honest.
Yeah.
Badminton?
Yeah, I'm a big badminton fan.
Big
yeah.
on the rackets, eh?
Yeah, I like racket sports.
Well, you'd be a quick guy, I
Yeah.
imagine, too, yeah.
Yeah,
With
no.
the power.
Yeah, I can do a bit of everything, yeah.
In high school, is badminton singles or doubles?
Both.
Both? Which one did you play?
I played both, but I prefer singles.
You prefer singles?
Yeah.
Big
You play
one-on-one
enough
guy.
team sports as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did that prepare you for the one-on-ones on the court?
Maybe a little bit, yeah. I wasn't thinking about it that way, but it might have.
A little shiftiness.
Yeah.
All right. So, would you rather play with Allman or Vicente?
Almond or Vicente? Oh, I don't know. I can't pick between. He said these are easy questions.
Yeah.
Well, see, we got to be controversial. These, I don't know.
Oh, man.
Who can you take in a fight easier? So
I'll
you pick
fight.
the other one.
One of them.
I would pick
I'd lose,
Vicente.
I'd lose against both of them, I think.
Allman scares me.
He's got the beard.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
lumberjack vibes for
Yeah.
sure. All right. Would you rather substitute teach or be a student?
Substitute teach for sure. I'm the worst student around. I'd rather teach.
Well, that's good news for all you all you folks out there with children in the Charlottetown Public Schools District, because you got a great substitute teacher right here. All right. You've been all across this island, I'm sure. Would you rather play some teams from up west? Rather play some teams from down east?
Be careful with your question.
We got a Belfast guy here.
Yeah.
So.
Belfast.
Yes, sir.
Oh man. I would say in my time, I think the West was stronger at basketball than East.
Okay.
So
I can't complain. We never had very good basketball teams.
I've never heard of a team from Belfast, to be
Oh,
honest.
no. I went to Montague, like regional high school. Yeah.
Okay.
That's where I went.
Okay.
Yep.
Still don't know.
Still
Never
not-
played Montague. I don't
Still
think,
not
when I was in
really
high
good.
school. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. True Island question here to wrap this thing up. You get one dinner plate. Are you choosing the lobster roll or the potatoes?
Potatoes for sure.
Hey,
Not a lobster guy.
Not
really.
a seafood guy?
Not really. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
you and Grant have that in common.
Yeah, I do like a lobster roll, but
Yeah.
I can't eat fish. I don't know what it is.
I'm the same way.
See, when someone says something tastes bad, they say it tastes fishy. So why are you eating
Sure.
fish? Exactly. I don't look at bad food and say, man, this tastes like hot dogs. You know?
Nobody said that.
I hammer hot dogs because they taste good. Fish tastes bad. Why are you eating fish? All right. Thank you for coming on the show, Jack.
Thanks for having me.
We wish you the best in your future endeavors and against Stu here in January.
Mhm.
Taylor, you want to tell the folks where to find us?
Sure can. Alright, you can check us out on Instagram at Waterboyz_podcast. Official Waterboyz_podcast, that is.
You know it.
Or Waterboyz_media. Go to Twitter, you got Waterboyz Podcast. Go to Facebook, you got Waterboyz Podcast.
We're everywhere.
Yeah, YouTube, you're probably watching us on there right now. We're also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Am I missing anything, Grant?
I don't think you are.
There we go, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Check out former episodes. Grant, take the folks home.
You know it.